Not too long ago, I was scrolling through the depths of Reddit, and under the self-improvement subreddit, I saw a post which caught my eye. It was someone who said, "Have I ruined my life?" He was talking about how everything had gone bad in his life, no women like him, and his life is just terrible. And then he said he's a 24-year-old virgin, and then I was like, hold up, roll that back. Did you say you were 24? And in my head, I was just like, bro, you're 24. And I scrolled to the comments and I saw someone who said, literally said the exact same thing I was saying. He said, you're 24 years old. This is such a defeatist mindset. And I was like, yes, like honestly, you're 24 years old. Like, I know most people that are watching this are not that old. And even if you are that old, if you're like 30 or in your 40s or whatever it is, it's never too late to change your life. I think we all know this. I'm even looking back at myself, like I'm 20, I understand where this comes from, and we all like have those moments of being down and we feel like we're falling behind because we're all comparing ourselves and that sort of thing. And you know, it's fine to have like those feelings, but don't give up. Like if you give up, then you know, what the hell are you doing? And I think most of these things, like on that like subreddit that I was looking at, I kind of felt like some sympathy for him, and then I saw he was 24 and I was like, what the hell? And there was someone in the comments saying this is such a defeatist mindset. I was like, yes. Right, like it was more of like an attacking tone, like he was kind of attacking him a little bit. It's like, bro, because most people are looking for sympathy, right? If you're watching this video, is it too late to start on self-improvement? You know it's not. You're just looking for like that reassurance to get started. So I'll be honest, the answer is no, it's not too late, because what the hell are you going to do from now on? Right? It's kind of like, I've always heard people say things like this, where it's like, when you tell people like, you're gonna need to work really hard for like 2 or 3 years to get in shape and that sort of thing, and people feel bad about it, but it's like the 2 years are gonna pass anyways, right? So you might as well like do the work. And that's the question I have when people ask me this question. It's like, what the hell do you, like, the time is gonna pass anyway, you might as well like do the self-improvement. You know it's not too late for self-improvement. When you come to asking this question, you know that your life has gotten so bad that you actually need to improve it. And if you look at like, if you were to project your life for like the next however many years, right, it's obviously going to be much better if you do put in the work for self-improvement versus if you don't. And the thing about self-improvement that I've learned like over the last year is that it genuinely doesn't take like a really long time. Like if you ask most people how long it's taken them, obviously you'll hear a story. Like even with me, like I've been looking at like self-improvement for like 5 years, and that sort of thing ever since I was like 15. But you know what the problem is? Consistency, right? I'd be on for like three to 6 months, and then spend like 6 months off, right? Like 2020, I completely, like, all the hard work I did for like building my physique and that sort of thing completely went down the drain, right? Like I put on so much like fat and everything, and I had to spend like the whole of last year losing the fat, and I spent this year going on another bulk and a cut. And for most people, where I'm going with this point is that most people, like, sure, if you ask people how long it took them to get to like a point where you'd really like, where you want to be, it took them like years. It would take them like 5-6 years, but realistically, it's genuinely like a 2-year period of like consistent focus. If you were to like put your head down and just point out what you need to do, and you just did it, right? It's not going to take you that much longer than 2 years, especially in the age we live in. You've got like this device you're watching this video on, a phone. This makes you more powerful than any Roman emperor, any kind of leader that you've had in the past 2,000 years. I don't think you people understand, like having a phone, it's life-changing, right? You can find anything you want, anytime, right? You can make money on this thing without like putting in any money. Like, I don't think you understand like how powerful this thing is, and you're just using it to like waste your time. Realistically, there is no excuse that you should not be changing your life within 2 years. Like, even with 2 years, I'm just saying like it's a time frame I give, but realistically, like if you've been like researching a bit and you know like what you're going into, it doesn't take you that long. Like if you were to go and search, I saw a video a couple of weeks ago about someone was talking about they started an SMMA, and it literally took them like 2 months to get to 10K a month, $10,000 a month, right? Like you can see people that make videos. I know Hamza and Iman and a bunch of people that make videos where they said it's not that hard to get to 10K a month, right? Now, obviously, if you see that as like a YouTube short or as a TikTok, if you go in the comments, it's going to be a bunch of idiots who are like getting offended. It's like, how dare he say it's not that hard to make 10K a month? Is he out of touch with reality? It's like, dude, it's genuinely like not that. It's not like the hardest thing in the world. If you were to just put your head down and do what you're supposed to do, stop watching flipping YouTube shorts for starters, and just put in the work. It genuinely doesn't take you that long. So self-improvement, it's not a long thing. It's just, can you get yourself to sit down and just do the work over a consistent period of time, right? Can you be, and again, we've all done this, like where you get in and you're going hard for like 2 weeks and then you fall off, right? The whole quote, you've heard it before, it's like it's better to be good over a long period of time than to be great for a short period of time, right? And that's what we should be looking at, just looking at building in something sustainable. I've made plenty of videos about how to do this, about how to get discipline, how to like get motivated. I've also made like videos on like morning routines. I've also like talked about intermittent monk mode, which I think it's like if you want to like get started on self-improvement, even if you have like no idea where you want to go and that sort of thing, yeah, go watch my video on intermittent monk mode. I have a couple on them. You can just go click on my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe before you go. Click on my channel and you'll see like I've got videos on that. It's genuinely like not that difficult. I mean, I even look at myself like self-improvement. Like I told you how, you know, for like 5 years I've been doing, I haven't like accomplished much, but in the last 2 years I've been doing a lot. I've been a lot more like consistently on self-improvement. Like I can tell you for the last 2 years, like on a daily basis, I've been thinking about self-improvement. Now again, I still had a lot of my off days where I'm struggling to like get onto it and that sort of thing. But like, I even look like I started the bulk of this. October last year. I finished it mid year this year, so I finished at the end of June. And I look at like my pictures at the start of the year, even around that time, and now like I've been on a cut, and even the cut I haven't been like that consistent with it. I've wasted like 2 months of just like not really like losing that much weight, but I've like had such a glow up like just 6 months, like genuinely. And that's obviously like with the looks part, with the making money part. Again, like you literally just need to like do the research, pick an avenue you want to go to, and just go ham. Like it's not that difficult. So to answer the question, is it too late to start self-improvement? No, it's not. You and me both know that you knew the answer before you clicked on this video. You just wanted some reassurance, some motivation, which is dumb, but you know, we're all human. We all want like some kind of like reassurance, whatever. Well, I've given it to you. Get on your grind. It's not too late to start self-improvement. Just get onto it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the Self-Improvement Brotherhood. It will help you on your journey. And until next time, I'll see you boys.